Hello and welcome. This is Corey from the Bach Scholar YouTube channel, and I am also editor-in-chief at Bach Scholar Editions. And I'm really happy to announce two new publications from Bach Scholar Editions here, two new Bach publications here. They're organ works arranged or transcribed for solo piano. And you might be thinking, well, that's pretty crazy. How do you transcribe organ music for piano since you have pedals involved? Well, just think of the most famous piece of all that's been arranged many times for piano. The very famous toccata and fugue in D minor. Well, many of you know this already, but if you don't know, that's for organ. That's an organ work. It's not written for piano. But you know, the funny thing is, several years ago, actually around the time that I founded or established Bach Scholar Publishing in 2011, one of my missions in my publishing company here, one of my missions became to do more transcriptions and arrangements of Bach's organ works for piano. And I've been wanting to do this for a very long time, and I have many things in the works right now as I speak. But here are two very beautiful works that I have recently transcribed for solo piano. And so if you play the toccata and fugue in D minor and you like that, and you want to play some more organ works arranged for piano, then you got to start with these. So let me now talk about these two recent publications here, and I'll talk about this one first here. So the first one here, the first piece written for organ, transcribed to piano, is in its translation, Lamb of God, Pure and Holy, or something similar to that. This was written as a part of Bach's great 18 chorales, and it's number 6. So it's number 6 of his great 18 chorales, also known as the Leipzig chorales, and it lasts a good 9 minutes. So this is a nice long prelude. It's written specifically for communion services, the Lord's Supper, Holy Week, and Good Friday. It's especially intended for Good Friday, or perhaps Maundy Thursday, or sometime in Holy Week. So this is a beautiful piece. I love to play this on the piano. So most of it on the organ was just the manuals, but here towards the end, Bach starts adding pedals, and of course I use the left hand to take the pedal parts here. So this is a very beautiful, really beautiful piece. I love this. This piece is very dear to my heart. It's in 3 verses. You'll love it if you're a pianist. And the next piano work here, Fugue in E flat major, the Saint Anne Fugue. This was the last, or is the last, piece in Bach's Piano Practice 3, the Klavierübung number 3. Just to give you a perspective here, Bach's Goldberg variations are Klavierübung 4. So the opus before the Goldberg variations is a very long opus for organ, in which it begins with a prelude, and then it has several works for organ, and then it ends with this fugue. So the prelude and the fugue go together, but I did not publish the prelude with the fugue because, 1, it's too long, 2, I don't think it works really great on the piano. I think the fugue works much better on the piano than the prelude does. And I think it's just a beautiful piece. So this fugue is in 3 sections. It starts with a slower section in 2/2, and then goes to a 6/4 section, and then a 12/8 section. And I also supply tempo indications here, metronome marks. So if you're not sure how fast to play it, I have supplied metronome marks based on my Bach tempo research. And so I'll just give you a little heads up, or spoiler alert, very soon, in the next coming months, I will be publishing tempo and duration in the music of Bach. and that will be that'll be a great book. So these are my tempo indications that I have derived from my research. Anyway, this is a beautiful, beautiful fugue in 3 sections. You'll love it. It takes about 7 to 7.5 minutes to perform, so it's a fairly long fugue. So about 7.5 minutes to perform for this, and about 9 minutes to perform for this, if taken at the proper tempos. So thank you for joining me. I really hope you can get something out of these new publications and the new series that we have at Bach Scholar for arranging or transcribing Bach's organ works to solo piano. So thank you for joining me. I'll see you in the next video.